Oh, and then it's going, and then watch. Look, you'll see. All right, cool. Look, I gotta make sure that hold on.
What?
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yes. I don't know where to look.
Just look right there. It don't matter.
Okay.
Just look right there.
Okay.
Shit, we hood. 1, 2, 3, and we are back, and we are black.
Yes, 2019.
What is going on, Nuke?
Gosh, glad to be back in the studio with you, more.
What is? Hey, everybody, Nuke is
Happy New
here.
Year. I am back.
Nuke
Glad
is
to be
back and black,
Yes.
and so am I in this bitch. What's going on, Nuke? How was your weekend? How was your holiday?
Oh, my holidays were great. Busy, but great. I enjoyed them.
Man,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
And yours?
Mine was, eventful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was eventful.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
No, it was cool. I just
Okay.
I just chilled.
Okay.
Worked on some music. Same old, same old.
Good. I hear some sounds in the back.
Oh yeah,
Is
you
this
know,
you?
yeah, you know, there's a little something. There's a little
I
something.
like
Hey, the
this.
people. Hey, for all y'all, this is the original No Way Out podcast starring Warren G and Nuke. This is the original co-host.
Yes, it is.
So for all you niggas that's like, I'm tired of watching him run his goddamn mouth.
They enjoy it.
and run his goddamn mouth. And this is my co-host.
I'm glad to
She's
be
the
back.
ooh damn. I'm about to tear this shit up. And she's the original co-host on the show. We came up with the idea together.
Yes.
So hey man, we gonna do our thing. Nuke, what's going on with you though?
Man, Warren busy. Busy.
Look,
Busy is my
look,
name.
y'all. I told y'all that Nuke was a madam.
Do not believe him. I am not a madam. I've been busy, but missing you, missing the podcast,
Nuke, I know. I've been
missing the family.
Look, I've been like, this the knowledge is free, y'all.
Y'all know he crazy.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Stop.
Nuke, what's
crazy.
been going on?
You've been holding it down.
No, hey, I've been trying.
You have.
Hey, look, y'all, Nuke actually has
holding it
been real
down.
busy. She's an entrepreneur as well. So, when we can get her to come through, it's greatly appreciated. So, y'all know, I always send a shout out every now and then. But, hey, man,
I
you know
appreciate it.
you know how it go. But,
Yeah,
but
so
Nuke,
what we doing tonight?
you know what? I put the title as Blackface
Okay.
in 2019 because of those white girls that did the blackface thing. But I want to go a little further. What is blackface to you, and how could we eliminate people thinking it's okay to be in blackface? Because you got a lot of black people that's in blackface. You know what I'm saying? So how do you,
Wow.
how could we educate people not to be that way?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
First of all, things like this, so this podcast, I'm sure will drop some knowledge on the people out there, but they have to take an initiative to educate themselves on their history and who they are and different cultures and know what's offensive. And be mindful of that.
I'm trying not to laugh, y'all, but that's some funny shit because Nuke is basically trying to say,
Go ahead and say it, Warren.
Nuke is basically, this is basically what Nuke is saying. Nuke is saying, y'all need to know y'all history before y'all getting ready to be making fun of other people, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, just get to talking shit about people and y'all don't know y'all history. Y'all don't know what the fuck is really going on. That's translation.
Yes, thank you.
And
For that.
you know what I think too, Nuke? I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I think a lot of people, they not educated.
No.
They don't want to read shit.
Right.
They don't want to read shit. Or they got ebooks too, though, don't they?
They do. There's no excuse.
They got ebooks. They have what's that? The Kindle.
Yes.
They got that
players,
stuff. Because
iPads,
all
smartphones,
smartphones.
anything with internet.
It.
There's no reason.
But we use the internet for what? Motherfucker be like this on the internet. This how motherfucker be on the internet. They be like this.
angles. Trying to
They
get
be
the
like
angles
this,
right.
and then snap, blessed.
Uh-huh.
That
They
bullshit.
trying to get the angles right.
Man,
Not
man,
using
man.
it for an educational tool.
Yeah, you
Yes.
right, man. I go on there and I see a lot of stuff, but I
So
don't
tell
really
me
be
what you
tripping off
think.
that. You know what I think blackface is? It's a combination of things because white people, you can put on other races, they can put on blackface all they want, but they in the tanning booths getting their lips shot up with all kinds of bullshit and getting their asses shot up. You know what I'm saying? So they can look like us, you know. So weaves, all
braids,
that. Don't think that these white women got, all these other races.
Yes.
What I don't like about it is they'll make a mockery out of us, but secretly want to be us. That's the shit that I think trips me out. And I think we give all of our, you know, our hidden jewels and gems, we give it away. And we let people come in and kind of culture vulture our whole situation. I got that book. I got to check it out too.
Okay.
And that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't really like that. I often don't like the fact that my brothers and sisters in corporate America, you know, just speaking, you know, because I work in corporate America, I call it the corporate plantation. I just don't like how we treat each other.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I would call that blackface. You know, here I changed it. I call it Samboism, Coonism. I call it
biscuit eating.
butter biscuit eating. I call it mammy. You know, because we got a lot of mammies, a lot of them out there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
I just really think that it's real prevalent today. You know, we get on the jobs and we treat each other fucked up.
Yes. But let's go back. It's been happening for years. However, it's really, really crazy right now.
What do you think? How do you think we can change it?
Some part of me just believes it's going to always be there, but it starts with us. It starts in the home. It starts with the way we raise our children and just educating people.
That's
Spreading
true.
the word.
So you would say that education is the key, and I agree.
And leading by example.
Ooh.
So you can't say one thing in the home or say one thing when you're out at the restaurant or the grocery store when you know you're at home saying all these things or living a life a different lifestyle. So the kids are confused.
Do you think the kids are confused because of lack of leadership? Or do you think that the kids are confused because I would say a combination of things? You got lack of leadership. You got the internet feeding them shit every fucking 5 minutes.
Yes.
And then you got materialistic driven.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Do you think that?
advertisements, the commercials, everything they see visually and hear.
Look,
music.
I watch Netflix because it ain't no commercials and they ain't selling you shit.
Okay.
And there's a lot of good things on Netflix that I watch and I check it out. Like I said, I've been watching. I know, it's been a while since been a minute.
Yes.
I've been watching House of Cards.
Okay.
That show will break down the political warfare that's going on.
Really? I haven't seen it.
Great show.
Okay.
House of Cards is good
Okay.
because it shows you how these politicians are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of these politicians, I would say the black ones and the white ones, they got the blackface shit on too. They got that coon shit on too. You know what I don't like? The what's her name? Kamala Harris or whatever.
Okay.
The here's what I don't like. Any black person feels like because Donald Trump is that bad that they can do better. But this is my this is my perspective.
Okay.
And I want people to really, really, really listen to my perspective. My perspective is this. Just because you black don't mean you got black intentions. Just because you black don't mean you have black people's agenda as your purpose. Like, oh, okay, I got the black agenda. Because, you know, Obama was in office and he didn't really do a motherfucking thing for us. He made sure the banks was safe. He made sure the healthcare shit was safe. And in return, he got a chance to ride off into the sunset. Right. It's just black people, you know, we want to believe in a savior so bad. Yes. You know what I mean? So we don't really want to, like, recontextualize the situation and be like, damn, not only does Obama not say shit about what the fuck black people get caught, like, damn, he not really doing shit for us.
Right.
So this new lady, Kamala Harris, what you gonna do? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, what is your agenda?
Right.
What you gonna do? What do you like? Why don't we?
How are you gonna get it done?
Like Steve Clownzalak. For all you people that live in Las Vegas, no diss to Steve Sisolak and all that, but what was on the agenda for black people? Why is it every time we focus on us is racism? You understand what I'm saying?
It's the race card,
And we always bring race into everything. But the last 500 years, we've built the country. We've given you education. They hid the education from us that they stole from us.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
The religion, all that. Okay, like this book. I always talk about this book. For everybody that always watch this podcast, they know this is the Neely Fuller Jr. book. It talks about it in here, how the system of white supremacy dominates 9 areas of activity. Now, I can't remember all of them, but we're going to just go with the ones I can remember. Okay. They dominate law, politics, war, sex, religion, education, finances, counter war.
Look at you.
And what else? I forgot what the other one is, but it's like 9 areas that they dominate. And it's funny because think about it. If you like, well, how do they dominate sex? They own the porn industry. They're responsible for everything that you get placed in front of you. Facts. Okay. And period. Whatever gets put on TV. And entertainment. They dominate entertainment. So it's like they dominate all those areas. Well, they don't dominate religion. Yeah, they do. Look, this is no diss to my black preachers, but every major black church, they got Pal Gasol, aka Kurt Rambis on their wall. And I used to think that when I was a kid. You know, I grew up Kojic, so you know, on the Sunday school lessons, it's always some white person on there, and I used to always be like, damn. Then when you grow up, you're like, oh, Rodrigo Borgia, the Pope. I think that was his son or his nephew, Cesare Borgia, and Mary is Lucrezia. Didn't know that.
Neither
but when you try to challenge a black, they get all mad at you.
Well, probably because they don't know either.
This is one of the main questions I had from the Bible that used to always like start some shit. Okay, so Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel, right? And they like, yeah, okay. Well, who was Cain and Abel fucking? Where's the other people at? Where are they? Okay, and then it's like, okay, was Jesus black or white? Jesus has no color. But they just gave us that depiction. But that depiction on the wall doesn't match the depiction that's in the book.
Right.
Now, the depiction in the book says feet like burnt brass, hair like lamb's wool. That's my nappy shit that I got right here. That every other race is dying to have a hair like this. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. It's like so many contradictions. Do you know Shakespeare wrote the Bible?
I did not know that.
Yep.
Stop it, Warren.
I'm telling you.
He teach me so much.
I didn't even know that.
He teach
like,
me so much.
And then you know what it is too? Like, once I read the Ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, I read that book, and then I read either The Fall of America by Elijah Muhammad. One of those books that I read, and it was breaking down how that Jesus story was told like 10 different times.
Oh, I'm sure.
Before the letter J was even invented.
Wow.
Because like if you go back, that's how you know they got it from the ancient Ethiopians, which is Kush, and the ancient Kemits, which is Egypt. Like you can tell they got it from them because like the way the stories align, like Osiris and Dionysus and all these people, it's crazy and that's no diss to my religious brothers and sisters, and who, if you go to church, it's no diss. I'm just saying like we focus on things that don't matter. Like we won't fuck with a motherfucker because they're Jehovah's Witness or they're Mormon. I don't trip off that religion shit.
Right.
What I trip off is we don't even want to come together a lot of the times. And then while we don't come together, you got white people like dressing up in blackface, laughing, making fun of us, thinking it's funny. Because I think
2019.
Well, most of us, I ain't gonna put you in that category. I'm gonna put myself in that category. Most of us we think like it's not funny, but we think that no matter how hard, like no matter our color, as long as we work hard, you know, they're going to give us a pat on the head. That's what we be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, it's the truth. Even in corporate America, I like to speak on corporate America because that's where I've been, and I've seen a lot of that shit. When I'm done with my tenure, I'm going to write a cold-ass book about that shit.
Ooh,
that shit going to be cold. And I'm
know.
not really into writing books, but it's going to be a real guide to how to navigate through that shit.
Okay.
Because when you look at the whole situation, you start looking at everything, you like, how could you ever say that this is fair when everybody that's in charge is Caucasian?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
And I be like, I just be laughing. Before I read like Neely Fuller's book, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's book, I used to be on that. Well, I just gonna work hard because I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them.
You was gonna climb the corporate ladder.
I was gonna climb the corporate ladder.
There's no ceilings.
Man, and then once I read Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's book, I was like, damn, she done fucked up the church's money. God damn. Then I read this book. Then I read Dr. Claude Anderson's book. He really pissed me off because he was in the book. He's like, a job is meant to maintain you.
That's right.
It's not meant to make you rich.
No.
You can work 30 years at that job.
Unless you created it.
Thank you. It's their job.
Yes.
That's why I always... my hats go off to Dame Dash, man. More motherfuckers need to listen to Dame Dash, man.
Really?
Entrepreneurship, that's where you want to be.
Yes.
That's what I'm striving. That's always my goal.
Yes.
I don't want to put all the things that I got out there. You know, we'll talk about it off this motherfucker, but
absolutely.
I'm definitely striving for that because the older I get and the more kind of like books I read that gives me different perspectives, I just be kind of like, the deck is already stacked against us, so it doesn't matter how hard you work on the job. You should work hard at monetizing your intellectual property.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us,
work hard for yourself.
No, we be so focused on like moving up and getting that, was it the yearly review so they can give you that 25 cent and lie to you and say,
if you get that 25 cent.
Yeah, and they be like, sorry, Tynesha, the company only made $5 billion last quarter instead of $8 billion that we normally make. So we're gonna have to go ahead and cut some cost. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Or they'll tell you shit like, just be happy that you got a job.
Just be happy you have a job. That was their saying.
And I see it a lot. You see how they'll switch it up when we come around, and they watch what they say, they watch everything they do, and when you're around people that kind of switch it up like that, really, really pay attention, because those are the people that's doing that blackface shit. Those are the people that, to me, are sitting back and making fun of niggas. And it ain't... no, go ahead. I was
gonna say, how do you identify someone who is
just on that shit?
Yes.
You can just tell. Me, personally, I don't like a motherfucker that go around smiling with everybody. I don't like that. You know me. I don't smile with everybody.
Right.
Remember that one time when you was on the elevator with some people and they told you, they was like, I can't believe he talk.
Right.
Remember that?
Yes.
Cause motherfucker, I don't smile with you.
Right.
It was a bum ass bitch today in corporate America. I just looked at her like she was crazy and kept on going. And she was like, oh, I guess nothing. No, bitch. I don't like you. And she a sister. But you know what? She a coon. And I don't like that shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Smiling and laughing and joking. I ain't into that. I'm not into how we treat each other outside the job. And that's why every time I see people, hey man, what's going on? And I always, it's just difficult, new, because you see us always trying to protest for other people.
Yes.
Why we
standing alone.
But you have no friends and you have no friends in white America. This is they shit right now. You have no friends. None of these other races are your friends. That's how I treat them. I treat them on the job like that, and I treat them off the job like that. As far as like, hey, I'm cordial, I can speak, but friends, ones you can't depend on. How many of us have them?
That was the coldest song ever.
The coldest song ever. And I abide by those rules. And I really think in my heart of hearts that a lot of motherfuckers, man, they not built that way. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's out for self.
I'll be saying it on all the motherfucking podcasts that I do. Like the Knowledge is Free podcast I do, the ones I do by myself. I'm like, you always thinking yourself first and everybody else. That's a fact. You don't be thinking everybody else first and then you. It's a fact. It's a capitalistic society, so you got to think about you first. You can't think about nobody else. Why? There ain't nobody else thinking about you.
That's right. It's you against the world.
It's
right?
you against the motherfucking world,
Right.
man.
That's what he said.
You know what I tripped off too? The Martin Luther King shit. The reason why I tripped off that is because it was Martin Luther King's idea to do this fucking integration and all the minorities and come up with these bullshit ass terms. Don't diss. I got love for MLK, but goddamn, niggas, why would you want to be when they say, according to Dr. Claude Anderson, which I do believe too, I feel the same way. Minorities, people of color, I hate those terms. Don't use them because that puts Mexicans and everybody else in our struggle, and they could never share our struggle.
Right.
And I'm tired of everybody likening our struggle to theirs. Like the gay community, they always so quick to be like, "Oh, just like black people." No, nigga.
Right. No. Right.
No. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired
Right.
of, like the Nathan Phillips dude. I talked about that, and I kept referring to him as the white dude, which I thought that was the correction for whoever watched that podcast. I thought that was the white kid's name who was taunting him. Did you see that on the news? Where I thought that white kid's name was Nathan Phillips, but I guess it was the Vietnam vet or whatever. I'm gonna get on it again. Nuke, let me ask you a question. When's the last time you saw any money from a reservation, Indian reservation, or Indian casino?
Never.
Facts.
Never.
So why the fuck should we be taking up for them?
Never.
Do you see the Bloods going and taking up for the Crips? Then why the fuck do we have this mentality with every other race but our own?
Right. I don't know. Where does that
I
come
don't
from?
know, man. I love my
so
people.
Forgiving.
For everybody else,
so
but
accepting.
But not for our. Look, we are accepting and forgiving for everybody else but our own. We won't deal with each other unless each other are popping. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's the truth. You know, I know.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Yep.
You got to clout chase and be around a whole bunch of people, and then people will fuck with you. Other than that, they treat you like, oh well, you use goods or you damage goods.
Right.
But if you pop in, then they calling you, hey man, you know.
Yes.
We got that shit bad.
Yeah.
We don't believe in starting a foundation and working hard. We want it to be popping, and then we want to step in and then put our arm around the motherfucker. And then when the motherfucker be like, nah, you wasn't around. Now it's, you ain't shit.
Right. He think he too good.
He think he too good. Well, guess what? I'm that nigga. So as we build this podcast and as I build this shit and as it grow, I'm going to remember the motherfuckers that fuck with me.
Okay.
And the motherfuckers that ain't, you already know what's going to happen.
Right.
Sorry. This number you've reached is no longer in service. Please hang up and try again.
That's Warren.
What do you think about
You crazy.
What do you think about the government shutdown? What you think about it? What you think about TSA?
Look, I need them to get back to work because I have a few flights to catch.
Luke, let me say this.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish everything was shut down.
Okay.
I wish everything, corporate America, everything,
Everyone
and it
should
just
feel
be
it.
total chaos. And I think that those politicians shouldn't get paid. None of them.
No one should get paid.
None of them.
No one.
It's theater. We're not gonna build that wall. No, build the wall. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as they don't affect my people, that's how I feel about it.
Well, wait a minute. They said while we concerned about building a wall, they building tunnels.
Thank you. What we concerned about? Thank you. Like they can't build. Look, it's all theater. He don't give a fuck. Donald Trump don't give. Like people are focused on simplistic shit. But if you really think about it, we power the machine. That's why I remember when you sent me that article about the shit that I was telling you about too.
Yes.
And I read that one book. I'm telling you, this shit is true.
Yes.
Look on your social security card. It's just, you know what it is, New? Black people don't want to accept it because white people have done a good job of making us feel comfortable in their society, even with all the murders, even with all the things that they do to us every day. We're so comfortable because one nigga has racial showcase and confusion. He's got the nigga trinkets. He's got the car with the rims and the clothes and all this other shit. He can fuck all the bitches.
Right.
So I'm comfortable. So why would I buck up against that system?
Right.
You know, we jumped for joy for Colin Kaepernick, but at the end of the day, Nike already had him on their roster.
That part.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And then niggas was like, "Oh yeah, Nike, I'm a Nike don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
I think more black people in blackface than anything.
You know, you might be right.
I'm telling you,
You
man.
might be right.
I'm telling you.
You sit back and think about it.
I see it all the time. And then when you try to talk to them about it and you try to have a civilized conversation about moving forward as a people and trying to do things, and motherfuckers just look at you like you crazy, act like you on some bullshit.
They don't have time for that.
Okay, I'll just take, for example, look at how we always want to criticize the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Look at how we always want to criticize the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That shit irritates me because let me tell you something. Those niggas is educated.
Yes, very much so.
They not dumb.
Have you taken a moment to listen
Go
to
go
them?
go sit down and talk to a Nation of Islam brother. Go talk to a FOI brother. First of all, you ain't gonna run up on him and get your motherfucking ass whooped. First of all, that second of all, then they gonna hit you over the head on the dome with some real fucking knowledge.
Yes.
But
Yes.
we always, like they tried to get that one sister to denounce the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Tamika Mallory. She's like an activist.
Okay.
And then these white ladies, well, do you agree with Minister Farrakhan? So if you do agree, and
What's next?
what the fuck? Why is it because Farrakhan called out these
He called it
devils
like he see it.
and he can tell you exactly what it is? Now he's bad. You know why? Because Muslim has they have put such a negative connotation on Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But what I like about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the nation is it's pro us.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's pro us.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And here's what trips me out about people's perception on the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. When you watch the camera, it's a bunch of white people in there.
Yes.
There's a lot of white reporters, a lot of white people in there.
Yeah.
It's just the media wants this perception that he's this bad, evil guy. No, he just don't take no bullshit.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And he's not afraid to speak up.
And he's not. He's the only person on record that speaks for us. To me, I'm talking about that is in the highest of like elder. When's the last time you know this? But I ain't seen no Kojic motherfucker come out. And I was watching Bishop Charles Blake. Oh, first of all, he was a horrible orator. He cannot speak.
Okay, I don't know who he is.
He's the presiding bishop over all the churches of God in Christ.
Okay.
He was horrible to me.
Okay.
And he was rumbling and rambling and repeating himself over and over again. And the Lord said, and God was, and Jesus was a black man. And he said that, but I didn't feel it. But when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan speaks, I feel it's like my skin, it's like the hairs on my skin. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so powerful what he be saying, because he be hitting a nigga with facts. I'll be like, oh God, don't kill him. And they be so mad, but it's the truth. So it's like, it's more black people in blackface, because we'll fight each other.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
We love to be like, y'all fuck that nigga up.
Down. Yes.
And our sisters, I just be like, why we can't get along, sisters? What's wrong with us?
What's the problem? We're not in competition. We shouldn't be in competition.
When I see black people, I don't see competition. Like I told you about the youngster that work at the Corporate America plantation that I'm at. I told him, be better than me.
Right.
You are better than me.
Right.
Don't be like me.
That's good.
It fucked him up. He was kind of like, damn. I was like, don't be like me, man.
That's good. That is so.
I was like, my nigga, don't be like me. Be better than me. Get your education, get your paperwork made. Make it do what it do. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Don't do that shit. I said, you know, it took me a long time to wake up. It really did. Because, you know, I was encapsulated with the whole mystere of corporate America. And, oh, you know, you can move up and you can do all this other stuff. And, oh, man, to make $90,000 a year and all this other stuff. Man, you can look at half these motherfuckers that make all that money. They fucking miserable. And they have no souls, and they are not conscious people, and they don't give a fuck, and you ain't nothing but a number, and they don't care about your personal life or your family. So why even, you know, why would you want to be like that? But most people, we go with the template that's been put in front of us. That's what I think. Like, to me, I like successful people that they just make their moves. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they're not flashy. Like, I'm older now, so
they're not trying to be a part of the show.
thank you. I'm not trying to be a pantomime or a fucking clown.
Right.
And I'm not saying that niggas are clowns that want to have all the gadgets and gadgets and accoutrements and all that other shit. If that's what you want to do, go do it. I'm just saying, like, let's start educating our kids. Okay, I'm going to just keep this a buck, Nuke. Get the clothes, get the shoes, get the rims, get the clothes, the cars and all that, and get the bitches. I'm not hating on my niggas. Go do that. But in the meantime, can you usher a little bit of that money into some stock? A little bit of that money into some Bitcoin, a little bit of that money into some savings bonds, a little bit of that money into some mutual funds, some life insurance, so we don't have to raise a car wash for Kiki and a GoFundMe.
Right.
Can we start teaching our kids a little bit of that?
Yes.
Can we start teaching our kids that, hey, the deck is already stacked against you. Don't job hop.
Right.
Be consistent on one job. Don't be going from job to job to job, because that's just another excuse for them not to hire you.
For 5 cents. Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We don't even want to educate. And then young people, you got to listen, but we have to be the example, like you said.
I agree.
Do you understand what I'm saying? That's
Yes.
why when I be on social media, I just watch and I observe. And I follow a lot of on they call it IG, I call it Instagram. I follow a lot of celebrities. But here's the misnomer. Those celebrities, you don't know their hard-earned campaign and why they're a celebrity and why they have the money.
That's right.
You just see
what they show you.
What they show you. You don't know all the hard work and dedication, the sleepless nights, the being away from family, the sacrificing. We don't want to sacrifice.
Not only that, but it's their job to look good. It's
Facts.
their job to make it seem like they have it all together and they're doing well. That's their job.
Facts. And you and image perception is people's reality. I'm telling you, Nuke. And the thing that I trip out about that is, we believe anything we see. Motherfucker have rims in the car. You be like, damn, that nigga's balling.
He balling out of control.
And then you see a white motherfucker with a Toyota Camry, you be like, oh, this old broke ass white motherfucker.
And they don't know.
Follow their ass home and see where the fuck they going.
Yes.
They going to an 8,000 square foot home, chilling with a 90-inch flat screen, living on their residuals from whatever they invested in.
Yes, and the other person probably going to an apartment.
9 times out of 10, they all living in apartments. And even the niggas that's in houses, it's like.
And we not knocking apartments.
I'm not knocking apartments, but it's about real estate.
Right.
Nuke. Now, remember last year, because we've almost been doing this a year. Wow. Now, last year, remember we talked about how Vegas is changing? Now, can't you tell the difference? Look at how Vegas is now. Look at the rent.
Yes.
Look at the houses. How many times have you gotten a call from somebody talking about they want to buy your house?
Every day, multiple times.
Multiple times a day.
All the phones ring.
How many times have you seen a for sale sign in your neighborhood? Everywhere, right?
Yes.
I see them all day, every day. Now, Nuke, let's just go back 10 years. Now, 10 years ago, houses weren't worth as much. By 2010, 2011, it plummeted. Nobody's shit was worth nothing. That was the time to buy.
Yes.
Because real estate could get you paid right now. Because niggas from all over the country is coming here willing to damn near pay anything just to stay here because they know the Raiders is coming.
Right.
So I think we need to get on the right side of right. Fuck them. Get you some real estate, rent it out.
Yep. You know, I've been telling people that since they first announced it.
Man, get you some real estate.
Yeah.
Because now it's going up. Because what's the average house going for? $250?
Probably more than that.
Yeah, $250. Because I think the houses over here going for like $250, $290 or whatever. Which, look, back in the day, it was like, ooh, $250.
Right.
God damn.
That's nothing now.
Now it's like $250.
That's the norm.
That's the norm. Ain't that a bitch? Because that's what they usher. They ushered it in, and we just accept it. It's like, you know what I liken it to, Nuke? I liken it to when they do construction. When they do construction, what do? They do construction, and we go with whatever way the pylons and cones are. We don't question, like, when we pass by and we just see them all on their phones talking, like, hey, man, what y'all doing? What if everybody just got out their fucking car and was like, hey, If y'all not gonna fix this street, then get the fuck out of here so we can pass through here.
Right.
Then motherfuckers will get going. But since they know that everybody goes along with the plan, because I think more people are go along to get along people, conformists, especially our people.
Yes.
If you like, man, that motherfucker on some racing shit, he ain't your friend. Don't you say that about him.
That face.
They're gonna get you.
That's so true.
That's how they act.
It's true.
It's a fact. I remember when I worked at Opportunity Village, right? I can say it now. When I worked at Opportunity Village, it was a black bitch that worked there, right? Now, what I didn't like about this sister, she was a straight coon. Because we used to have meetings, and I used to be in there cracking jokes and everything, because I never took it seriously because I knew these people didn't care about the overall job. You just in here wasting time.
Oh, wow.
This broad had the nerve to pull me to the side and say, I just wanted to tell you that the way you conduct yourself in those meetings, that's very immature, and the way people look at you, you want to. And I looked at this bitch, and you know what? And this is what ultimately made me laugh. Bitch, you getting a ride home from somebody, you 60 years old. You can't say shit to me. Your priorities ain't even in order. You trying to tell me how the fuck I need to be acting.
No.
And that's why young children, the millennials, they don't respect us.
Right.
Because we don't carry ourselves a certain way.
Right.
And we don't prioritize ourselves to be in a position to teach. I'm not saying you're supposed to have the freshest car, the baddest house, but at 60 years old, you on the bus and getting a ride home.
Right. Something's
not right.
Right.
And working a job with me.
Am I supposed to inspire to be like you?
Thank you. And you up here kissing this Filipino's ass, and the bitch ass that she was kissing, she was a racist bitch too. Treating all the niggas all fucked up and shit, but since she giving you a ride home, you fuck with her. Cause we don't have, we ain't no team. We ain't no team. This is what we are. We are a conglomerate of people that just happen to be black. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But
no unity.
But they judge us as a collective.
No unity.
You know what I'm saying? Nuke, I know you see this shit all the time. Girl, I just come in and do my job and
yes.
And that's it,
Keep
girl.
my head down.
Keep my head down.
Yes, I do.
And they don't understand that most white people, they don't even respect that shit. They be like, look at this old stupid ass black bitch.
Or they checking your time when you come in and out and how long you've been on break so they can report it back.
Coons, Sambus. We got a Coons Anonymous that I'm about to start setting up where niggas can call me and we can talk about it. Hey, I used to be a coon. And when I mean coon too, there's different facets. I wasn't a super coon, but I was like a level 1 coon. Like I felt like, if I just work hard, they respect me.
Right.
That's level 1 coon.
I think we've all been there.
That's level 1 coon. And then like level 2 coon is like when you work hard and they pat you on the back when you start shitting on other niggas. That's level 2. Then level 3 is just telling on niggas, dry snitching. Level 3 is C1, 2. That's level 3 coon. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of us suffer from that. Want to tell on each other, want to treat each other all fucked up.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It blows my mind how I get around my people. They don't want to speak. They be having an attitude. I just be like, damn.
No, they don't want to make eye contact.
Don't want to make eye contact. I just be like, look down at their phone, act like they don't see you. I just be like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Right.
But it all starts with togetherness, and we don't have that. I'm sorry, Nuke. We don't have that.
That's too bad.
Nuke, look, let me tell you something. If we had 50,000 subscribers and we was getting 10,000 views and we popping and niggas know who we are, man, they be beating our doors. They niggas be calling you, calling me, everything else. But because we don't want to build our work, we don't want to do any type of we don't want to have any type of sweat equity in anything that we do. We just want to come in at the end. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us have that bad.
Right.
And then everybody wants to be next to somebody great, but they don't want to work hard themselves.
Put in the work.
Have their own narrative. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't you hate those motherfuckers? Nuke, have you ever met? Let me ask you a question. Nuke, have you ever met a person that's like, oh, Nuke, it would be good if you did such and such and such and such, but they on the bus. You feel me?
Yes, I have.
Like, how do you respond to that?
Yes, I have. In the past, I just listened and just looked at them. I'm like, okay.
I'm just saying, like, how do you respond to that?
Just keep it moving.
Okay.
I hear you, but I don't hear you.
It's sometimes it gets difficult because I'm quick to be like, why? Why are you asking me? Like Excuse me, like I told you that one time, a motherfucker was like, man, you should get your hair cut. I'm like, nigga, you choosing? Why are you asking me? Why are you trying to place me to look a certain way?
Right.
I don't be worried about no nigga how he should get his hair cut. Fuck that nigga. That's how I look at it. Like, that ain't none of my concern.
Right.
But we are very like, oh, you should do this.
Or
man.
you should drive this car. You should do this.
Man, why you don't trade your
here.
car in, man, and get something else?
Uh-huh.
I don't want no car payment.
Thank you.
I hate car payments.
Thank you.
I've had 2 car payments.
Uh-huh.
One in my 20s and one in the beginning of my 20s and one in the mid towards the end of my 20s. And that shit was not fun.
No, it's not. You know what you can do with that car payment?
Hell yeah. And thank God I don't have a motherfucking car payment. I tell any youngster, if you could avoid getting a car payment and just find you a decent mechanic, man, you in the game.
Yes.
But you just got to find you those are things I think we need to teach young people.
I agree.
Because most young people, they feel like this. I have to keep up with everyone else. But you got a lot of the parents that be acting like they got it like that when they be the brokest motherfuckers.
Right. There's no food in your refrigerator.
No food in the refrigerator. But you fly, though. You got the iPhone, though.
You fly.
You got the iPhone. You got the Jordan. You got the new Jordans on. But you ain't got no food.
This is the one. You got a fresh car. You dressed, hair did. I mean, y'all looking good, but all y'all do is eat off the 99-cent menu.
Oh my
Fast
God, I hate
food
that.
I
hate that. And then you know what? You know what tripped me out, Nuke? Man, that's a fact. All facts. Let me tell you why. You should have never said that. And then to look at a nigga because he can go to Trader Joe's and get alkaline water and be like, why you spend all that money on that water? Nigga.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Yes.
But you out here trying to look like you gotta, it's that fake it till you make it. As my mom would say, that perpetrating mentality. Yeah. Motherfuckers be perpetrating. You're a perpetrator.
Yes.
And then these are the same niggas that they power bills are pink.
Yes.
They need extensions on their gas bill, if they even have one.
But I have the latest phone.
They got the latest iPhone. Man, let me tell you something.
But I don't have life insurance, probably.
No life insurance. Yeah. If they croak tomorrow, we doing a GoFundMe. And then the parents probably gonna take the money, go buy a car. This is the shit that we do. And I'm just saying, it's like
it's unfortunate.
You know, I look at a lot of that stuff and I just be like, man, we gotta do better as a people. We gotta understand what life is about, and it ain't about flossing, faking the funk, doing shit that we shouldn't be doing. I think it's about more coming together and learning from each other. We don't want to learn either, though. That's a fact because we want instant gratification. So we have to have the latest stuff because we looking at everybody else.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And what they doing. And that's supposed to inspire you, not make you become envious to the point where that material becomes your God. Right. See, that's why when these Christians, these Kojic, these church guys in Christ, I don't want to hear that shit. You definitely don't want to talk to me about religion. Not that I know a whole lot about religion, but I'll tell you, growing up in religion, I saw a lot of pastors with Benzes and cars and clothes and shoes and shit. But it's like, goddamn, last I checked, when I read the Bible, Jesus ain't had no Jordans. He ain't had no Cadillac, did he? I don't even think he had a camel or a horse. But we so quick to want to have all these fucking materials. And we make that a God, but we a Christian though.
Yeah.
But the materials become the idol. So it's like, well, nigga,
you have to be
what?
careful. Where's the balance?
Where?
And not saying that you can't have nice things.
Because you can have nice things.
But make sure you can afford them.
Make sure you can afford them. And make sure you being the example for the kids that are around you. You understand what I'm saying? Right. I try to be more of that. And
you have generational wealth already set up.
No. Stop playing.
I'm just saying.
No, you know, that don't even exist to niggas. Generational wealth is this. This is generational wealth. My daddy left me a car, and that's it. No stock, no bonds, no mutual funds, no life insurance policy, no nothing. And then when a parent leave a life insurance policy, we go buy a bunch of nigga shit. Let's just keep it 100. Right. We buy a bunch of cars and clothes and shoes and rent houses and want to have this appearance like we got all this money when in actuality we have no wealth. Right. And then we will get upset and then try to hide it under the guise of the system of white supremacy when a lot of us can do better.
Absolutely.
and make better choices. And we don't want to do that.
Yes.
We want to blame everybody else.
Now you speaking.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Now you're talking.
And that's why I be looking at it in a sense like this. Let me put this motherfucking.
We have poor spending habits.
I think we do.
Poor choices.
Yeah, we got poor spending habits. We got poor choices, and I think fuck it. White people put the template out there, and then we follow the template. White people, but they are very strategic. They don't put the entrepreneurial template. They put the go get a job, boy. Go get a job, wench, mammy. Don't be an entrepreneur.
You can't think for yourself.
Because then that's thinking outside the box.
Right.
I tell everybody out there, go work for corporate America and be an entrepreneur. Get both money. Yes. Get that 401k money.
Yes.
And get that business savvy money.
Yes. You can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it.
But they don't teach that. You know when you get to talking about that shit around people. But no, that's why I don't talk and converse with anybody in corporate America about that, because they don't understand, because they're in the matrix. They think that it's all real and, oh, golly gee, my boss really cares about me. That motherfucker don't give a fuck about you.
He getting ready to fire you in 2 months. You got 60 days.
And if the hammer comes down from their boss, they'll get rid of you and like it's nothing. They're not gonna go out of their way to save you. They don't give a fuck. You don't even exist to them.
No.
Because this is a capitalistic society. Everybody is for themselves.
That's right.
You know, hopefully we get it. I always say that every podcast that I do on the Knowledge is Free podcast, that one day we'll get it. We'll be a team. We'll understand what life is about, and we'll come together. Because I really think we're a movement by ourselves, but we're a force when we're together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
if we put the petty bullshit aside and come together, but the internet has created such an egoic mentality and egotistical, like, me. That's why everybody on social media, they think they stars. I be laughing. These the same motherfuckers that work 9-to-5 jobs like me.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you got 10,000 followers. If you're working a 9-to-5 job like me, you're a fucking clown to think you're a celebrity.
Right.
Celebrity? A lot of celebrities are broke.
Yes, they are.
They're broke.
Yes, they are.
Then the real motherfuckers with money, they don't even place them in front of you.
Nope, you don't know about them.
You don't even know about them. They don't even exist.
They look like the average Joe.
Do you know that
average Wendy?
Paris Hilton's sister, Nikki Hilton, married a Rothschild. They kept that shit so under wrap. A Rothschild. One of the makers and architects of the Federal Reserve. They make the money. They didn't put that out there for everybody to know. But we want to put everything we do on Instagram.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Everything we do on Twitter. Everything we do on Facebook.
I'm going to get a cup of water.
Thank you. I'm going to get... You know what I'm saying? It's like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we got to restructure our life and restructure what type of an example we going to be for the people coming behind us.
Right.
Put a book in somebody's hand.
Right.
Look, like I told you, hey man, sometimes I go and look on a bookshelf. I ain't got a whole lot of books, but I go and look on a bookshelf and I'm like, damn, I forgot I even read this book. I was doing too much. I was going through this book way too goddamn. Like I was in the prison, like I was in the pen. Like I remember them, but I'm like, damn, I forgot I read this book. I forgot. But it's like sometimes you just gotta encourage people. Hey man, you need to read this.
Yes, just take a few minutes.
Take a few minutes and read stuff and come to a conclusion with yourself that, you know, the knowledge is really there for you. You know what I'm saying? They have put our knowledge and it's like encoded in an encryption, and it's a book. Because you know niggas don't want to read. You want to hide something from a black man? Put it in a book. Niggas will not read to say they fucking lie. And I'm not even in the business to tell niggas no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't tell a motherfucking nigga to read a book. Matter of fact, I don't tell nobody that I work with or anybody, don't read shit. Do what you want to do. Because I don't have time to put energy into people that are lost and don't want to be found.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of ciphers from the Matrix around here. And Cypher was a character in the movie who wanted to be reinserted into the Matrix, and he wanted to just be in the Matrix. He didn't want to be in real life. And it was like, nigga, the Matrix ain't real.
Right.
Yes, it is. That type of shit.
Right.
He sold out everybody else just to be next to the agents because he felt like the Matrix was real. And he's like, they like, nigga, this shit is not real, nigga.
Right.
Yes, it is real. That shit. It's a lot of us out there that's we caught up in the Matrix and we want the toys and all that. And I tell niggas go get the toys and all that shit, but get you some life insurance, my nigga.
Right.
Make sure your kids is taken care of. There's a lot of kids that's growing up with just a social security check because their parents is gone,
and that's not enough.
That ain't enough.
That's not enough.
And then a lot of us don't educate kids about money.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Like about money.
And
what to do with
kids,
money.
But if you're an adult and you still don't know, get some help.
Thank you.
Get some
help. Why are we older and we don't even want to ask somebody like, hey man,
right?
So what you be doing with your money? How you be investing your money? Woo. You know why? I know why niggas don't ask me because I'm not flashy. I don't have a car on rims. I don't wear Rolexes or Folexes. I don't wear Gucci. You know, I don't do all that stuff. You know, I don't have the fresh fade every goddamn week. I don't give a fuck. Fuck a motherfucker, man. I'm too old to be worried about what motherfucker think of me.
But you're rich in knowledge.
I have to be.
You are.
When you work in the system of white supremacy, you know, and I always say this on the Knowledge is Free podcast too. I always say this too. The NBA, the NFL, Hollywood, politics, and corporate America is all the same paradigm. They all run it. It's the same template. It's the same format. You like, no, it ain't. Yes, it is. In Hollywood, you can't speak out on the system of white supremacy. You'll never work again. In the corporate America setting, you can't be like, oh, this is the system of white supremacy. You'll never work there again. And if you do it in the NBA, you'll never. Look, LeBron James had to apologize for giving a Jew a compliment. Because he repeated a lyric that 21 Savage said about, I'm about to get this Jewish money.
He had to apologize for that?
He had to apologize for that.
Stop.
Yes, it's a fact.
Stop.
It's a fact.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's a fact. I think.
Well, when they own you, that's what happens.
I think that we as a people, I don't think we gonna learn until everything just kind of goes when the economy just falls, the ceiling just falls, and then you kind of at the same level as everybody else.
Everyone's affected,
and then everybody's affected. Then motherfuckers gonna want to be on this fight for our rights and protests and the government and all this other shit. By that time, Nuke, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna want to hear none of that shit. Right. And if one nigga come to me talking about vote, this is exactly what I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him this etymology dictionary, and I'm gonna be like, you need to get this motherfucking etymology dictionary. Go vote with that motherfucker, because vote means to wish. Do you know people don't know the difference between like voting and electing?
Educate them, Warren.
Think about it. It's not about educating. Let's just think, Nu. Voting and electing is different, right? Okay. When you vote for the president, after you cast your vote, who makes the final decision? The electoral college, right? They're the ones who actually elect. Right. So all you're doing is hoping the people that's really in charge picks the person that you want.
Right.
So you're wishing.
There's enough of
That's why in this etymology book it says to wish. But a nigga wanna come talk to me talking about you better go vote for that black candidate.
But if he's not the best for the
Look, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck who they try to wave in front of my face. I don't care if you are a nigga. If you a nigga and you think you finna win my vote and win me over because you a nigga on GP, you got me fucked up. Because you could be a wolf in sheep's clothing and you could be a puppet and you can have Stromboli back there really fucking architecting a whole fuckery scheme. You understand what I'm saying? See, motherfuckers just don't like Donald Trump because he just bold about how he don't give a fuck about niggas.
You know exactly.
But you know where you stand with him. Exactly. I can deal with that. That's some down south shit.
Right.
See, that's why down south white people, to me, they could never interact with inner city white people. They wouldn't even respect them because they'd be like, down here, a nigga's a nigga. You up here hide behind. They wouldn't even respect these white people. They'd be like, oh, y'all some fucking cowards.
Right.
We don't do that shit down south.
Right.
But that's what happens. Niggas think because a nigga's a Democrat, a white person's a Democrat, they for us.
No. No.
I'll be laughing my ass off. He a Democrat. He
No.
for us.
No. That's not true.
Then you got, what is that light-skinned sister that's on CNN, on BET? I think she's a lawyer. Real pretty sister, but she telling everybody to go vote and all this other. I forgot her fucking name. Angela Rye is her name.
Okay.
That bitch get on my motherfucking nerves. Bitch, first of all, you on TV because you telling motherfuckers to go do some sucker shit, some dumbass shit, and go vote. If you told people, don't go vote, just buy the politicians. Yo, get this bitch. They'd be like, get this nigga bitch off here.
I'm not playing with.
I'm just saying. If BET gave, and she's a pretty red bone, you know, red bone sister, really pretty, very educated.
Okay.
But it's their education because it's their fuckery law. Because law ain't nothing but fuckery to me. So if you go out on TV and was like, oh, you guys need to go vote and vote. Of course, you pushing that fuckery agenda. But if you got on TV and was like, look, I'm going to tell all you black people, don't go vote. Put your money and resources together and just go buy the politicians. They'll be like, get that nigga bitch off the TV. Cut, get this nigga. The camera nigga be like, what? Cut the camera off. It's the truth.
Lord, stop.
Niggas don't even know. I got rights. I got privileges. No, I got a right to. Well, look at the 14th Amendment in the Constitution. No, it says you have privileges and amenities, not rights. Not rights.
The wording is very
because it's so much fuckery in the context of their wordery
from the beginning, right?
But people don't understand that. They be taking it literally. Well, the Constitution say I got right to bear arms. Yeah, you got right to bear arms. You got right to do all that shit. But really, it's meant for them, not for you. Because stand your ground only applies to white people. Not you go stand your ground and see what the fuck happened to you.
You dead.
This nigga, they
Or you going to jail?
No, let me tell you what they gonna do. They gonna be like, okay, nigga, you already know what it is. So either we gonna bury you alive or we gonna bury you alive. So what you want to do? Those are your options. It's a fact. But we be like so literal on stuff. And I'm not saying you shouldn't learn that stuff because it's very important. I'm just saying I think that we got to look at the context of what's going on and stop just voting because black people telling you to go and vote.
Right.
And I
take your time to see what their agenda is. What are they talking about?
And what is their agenda for black people? Like Bernie Sanders.
How does this affect you?
Niggas don't know. Bernie Sanders voted against reparations for black people, but voted for reparations for Jews. Niggas don't even know that. Google's your friend. Go look up this bullshit on these people. That's why fuck Hillary Clinton and her husband. They all a bunch of motherfucking coward, white supremacist motherfuckers who was responsible for putting mad niggas in prison, and then they want to come back and apologize because they wanted to had a turn to be the manipulator. And then when they didn't win, you ain't hear from the bitch no more.
Right.
Where you at, bitch? Man, but that's why when Bill Clinton went to this restaurant and watched, these motherfuckers was giving him the business. Like, yeah, motherfucker, you responsible for putting on. He wanted to do a photo op. This is what these motherfuckers do. They do photo ops, and we so accepting. And if a motherfucker know how to do the stanky leg, ooh, they know how to do the stanky leg. They cool. They with us.
Right. No.
And then behind closed doors, they be like, God, these fucking niggas are crazy.
Right. This is a joke. Got him.
You know what I mean? They be like, golly, did you see Tyrone and Monquasia out there? Wow. Yeah. They don't give a fuck. But hey, man, that's our time. Nuke.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. It's been real. Nuke, it's always a pleasure.
You know I'm over here like.
Me too.
It's past my bedtime.
It's past our. Hey, we recorded a little late. We had to do a prep before we got on here. But hey, man, this is the No Way Out podcast. Hit the bell, subscribe button. Yes. She is a co-host on here, motherfucker. So don't think she's a special guest. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody checking it out.
Thank you.
Hey, we'll
Share
see
with
you.
Your friends.
We'll see you when we see you. Peace.